Really nice, yeah. Got plans there? We're live.
All right, welcome. Hey, everyone.
Hello, hi.
This is MMA Squared. It kind of is. This is Chris Reaney. How are you? And I'm here with the comedian Auggie Lutz.
Hi.
How's it going, everyone? We're here to talk about a little bit about life, a little bit about UFC 236, and we're both trying to be creative, successful creative people in New York City.
Very successful.
That's right. That's like exceptionally.
That's the point, I think. And trying, too. That's another old word in there. We're trying to be very successful.
Yeah, exactly. One of the themes of that we've come across is that it's definitely about the journey. It's about the journey.
Yeah, when you get to our age, you start to talk about the journey. That's the important part.
Yeah, it really is.
When I was 18, the journey was going to be short.
Yeah, it was really, it was definitely more about the end goal.
Yeah, goal oriented. Now it's like, hey man,
like we're here.
Ups and downs in life. This is what life is.
Yeah, it really is the path.
Yeah, that's the fun part. Anyway,
so I'll give you a quick introduction. Auggie and I met 3 years ago. We were in Bushwick at a kind of a community arts event, and I was showing some artwork, and he was performing, and I thought your set was great, and I was like, I'm gonna chat this guy up after the show, and then it turned out that you're a big MMA fan.
Yeah, and I was a fan of yours. I had known of your wood cuttings.
Thank you, man. That's cool.
That, what would you call that? The stop motion or no?
Yeah, it is.
Cartoon or like animation?
Yeah,
wood animation.
Yeah. It's an animated piece. Made out of wood blocks. It's
that's very cool.
Yeah, and then I had my second kid, and we didn't see each other for like
I think 2 years.
A little like that, about 2 years, and
we kept in touch though. Where I was like, hey,
one day, and
I remember you still.
And I would always say to him like, hey, one day I'm gonna have a video at home, and you should come visit, and actually. In the time since we met, I ended up moving from Brooklyn to Queens, and that's where we are now. And I do appreciate you coming out.
It's all good. I rode my bike out here.
Did you really?
I rode my bike out, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I thought I could beat the rain. I was really wrong.
All right, cool, man. What did you take?
A lot of different roads.
Okay,
a lot of
cool.
wrong roads.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this,
man.
This is a weird part of Queens.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I never knew there was a 92nd Street outside of
Yep.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
When you said it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize we're going to the Upper West Side. And then I looked at the message like, oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah. Cool.
It's all good, though.
Yeah.
I think it stopped raining.
Yeah. No, you'll be good on the way home.
It's all about the journey, though,
It is.
It's the rain. Maybe stronger, I feel like.
Yeah. So the other kind of cool thing is we've known each other for 3 years, and this is the third time that we have been in a room together. Basically, this past when this year started, the first UFC event was in Brooklyn, and I saw that tickets were actually pretty affordable. So I checked in with him. I said, hey, we get something for about $100. You want to go together? And we ended up seeing the whole thing: TJ versus Cejudo, the Greg Hardy debacle.
Debacle. I mean, he fought. Yeah, debacle. They let him fight. Yeah. It was great. My first event.
Yeah, not mine, but definitely the best one I've been to. I've been like snake bit. I was there for one. I've been the two cards that I've been to before were like just epically disappointing. One had like maybe 10 straight decisions, and then the other one was Holly Holm versus Marion Renault, which is obviously one of the greatest title fights, men or women, ever. Everyone remembers that. And this was great. I think the best fight we saw was Cowboy versus.
That was great, but also there was something great about the main event.
Yeah.
It's like weird, but it's just cool that it happened. I don't know. It was great.
And it's kind of aged really well.
Now it has. Yeah. It's like, fuck yeah. So that guy got knocked out. Fuck that guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we're recapping. Let's get down to business.
Okay.
UFC 236.
Yes. Great night. I felt like, or at least the main events were awesome.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. I was watching him with this girl I'm seeing who's only seen a couple fights, and like she always sees for whatever reason she's seen like flash knockouts, and she's like, what? Like this is weird. Like it's such a build up for a second of a fight, and then she saw these, and it's like, oh wow, yeah.
Now she gets it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, when I started dating my wife, the first 3 major fights I can remember her seeing were GSP versus Hendricks, Mark Hunt versus Bigfoot, the first fight, and Anderson Silva versus Johnny Hendricks. So
Anderson Silva fought Johnny Hendricks?
I'm sorry. GSP Hendricks. Yeah. Anderson Silva versus Chris Wyman 2, where he breaks his leg.
Yeah.
So her introduction to the UFC or to MMA are like these horrific white knuckle rides of with horrible, not outcomes. Well, the Silva one, the Hunt versus Bigfoot was like a nightmare for her because she doesn't have a lot of exposure to violence.
Yeah.
And GSP Hendricks was just like a nail biter till they read the
and GSP's face at
the decision.
Like he was beat up.
Yeah. So now she's come around and
she's into it
more by. I'm sure if we weren't together, she would never watch again.
Yeah.
But she understands the storylines behind people, and also she can recognize the difference between elite fighting and brawling or like mid-level fighting. And so I don't make her watch entire cards, but she knows most of the high-level fighters. And when there is somebody who has a real narrative and who is truly great, she'll sit there and be captivated. And honestly, the both of us were sitting on the couch, like clutching each other for the entirety of Adesanya versus Gastelum.
Oh, really?
It was just stunning. And she's seen his entire career at this point.
Who, Adesanya?
Well, his 6 fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
And, she's a classic MMA casual, and she's like, this guy's got it. Mm-hmm. He's got like this fight style. He's got the style on the mic. He's got he's a whole package. Yeah. He's really, if he wins, he's going to be big. He's the kind of person who resonates with,
the drama of it or the characters.
He both his personality and his fight style resonate with a broader audience.
Yeah. He looks like a video game character, so it's cool. Like people can get that.
Yeah.
He just spun around.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Yeah.
Did you follow him before he got to the UFC?
No, I didn't really know him until people started hyping him. It's like, oh, this guy,
Mm-hmm.
Where did he come from? Like
kickboxing. I mean, I know that's his background.
Oh, okay. But he must have fought in smaller promotions, right? Was he?
Yeah, actually. Oh wait, he fought in Bellator,
really?
I think, and I know that he beat Melvin Gillard.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I guess he got into UFC from that.
Yeah, unless it was a different organization. But I remember that, I remember when he beat Melvin Gillard, and that was one of those fights that I was like, oh, I'll check this out, just because I like to see what Melvin Gillard's up to. And, he's like, he wasn't cutting weight anymore, and he lost to a guy who fights at 185, and that was just strange in general.
Yeah. Do you watch a lot of Bellator, by the way? I don't know if we've ever talked about any Bellator.
I follow it.
Yeah.
I'll follow it, but it's like matchup dependent.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Yeah.
I watch them sometimes. They're cool. They're a lot different than you. It's like more WWE. Like the walkouts are. Fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little more fun.
Yeah.
They don't take themselves as seriously. As
Their branding is like not as pinpoint.
Yeah. Which I like. It's cool. It's a little more goofy.
Yeah. I like. I'll always and I really enjoy when all the UFC prospects go over there. I feel
like that's like kind of like the where the older guys end up going, which is cool. It's great. You get to see like Chael Sonnen fighting people still, fighting Fedor.
Yeah, exactly. And frankly, I enjoyed the entire heavyweight tournament.
Yeah, it was great. It was so cool. I wish the UFC did stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or 165 thing like that or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or even I would be happy to see them take all the fighters from like ranked 6 through 15 and do a tournament with them. Like to hash out a division, to use it like that. Like, the top 5 elite guys, they've kind of like solidified their place in the title picture.
Yeah.
But I would like to see them take an avant-garde approach to, what's the word? Like to reset the rankings.
Okay. Yeah. Really. Yeah. Just kind of shake everything up. Really refigure it out.
Give it a story. Give it a narrative. Give
cool.
People a reason to focus.
I heard Bellator was going to do some kind of like weekend long Grand Prix for one of the weight classes.
Yeah, I think they're going to do it for featherweight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you got a beginning, you got an end,
Yeah.
you have stakes, you have results. I'm into it.
Totally. It's a whole event, like the whole weekend.
Mhm.
It's great.
Cool.
Can't wait.
So I wanted to not forget about this, but Auggie is a comedian. He's
Yes,
really good.
It's in the title.
And he's performing tonight.
I am at the Creek in the Cave in Long Island City. Very prestigious place. Yeah, I'm not sure what the name of the show is. I believe it's between 8 and 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. I think it starts at 8. I gotta look at my calendar. And then also Thursday nights I run Comedy Under Artichoke.
That's right.
Which is at Artichoke Pizza in Bushwick. That one I run and host, and everyone should go to that one. It's every week.
I can endorse that.
There's a lot of people funnier than me on it every week, so that's I can vouch for that.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I talk about the other people all the time. Yeah. So please go to that, and that's all I got going up.
That's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll also tell you that I launched my Patreon today.
Yes.
Patreon.com/Chris Rini. And I'm making a book that chronicles the year in fighting 2019. It'll be illustrations and some writing about every fight of note and every, say, I don't know what the word is, but occurrence in the year. Maybe
It sounds criminal.
It does. I think of it more in terms of like I did a piece about Stefan Struve and his retirement.
Yes.
A guy who put in a nice career, and we're sad to see him go, but you want to tip your cap to the guy.
And I got a sneak peek and everything.
Yeah. I think
very cool stuff. I
Very
saw everything.
thanks. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to wrap it up now because
whatever.
we've been online for 12 minutes.
Okay.
I think I'm feeling.
I feel like we got the word out.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you, buddy. So first time we met, we were at an art show.
Yep.
And then Barclays Center,
Mhm.
and now your bedroom.
Yep.
So,
That's
you
pretty
move
much
fast,
by the
yeah.
third date. I'm gonna get you.
It's over 3 years. Yeah, so fast.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye,
man. Thanks for
everybody.
coming. Take care.